Well, we just got out of meeting for an IVF in vitro meeting, which left me personally. I know Nicole. I know she's more confident and has her mind set up a little more than I am, because I'm kind of dragging my feet on it, but left me with more questions and more concerns, I guess.
What are those questions? What are those concerns? Share them, because I don't know what they are. What are your concerns?
Worried about forcing something, maybe, if it's not supposed to be there. But I don't know if that's probably not eloquently said. But I do get nervous. You don't ever want to put your lovely wife at risk of anything if there's any risk for it. So, it just makes me nervous, but I know she's in good hands too, so.
They said the risk was very minimal. It's a risk of any kind of surgery with the anesthetic.
Why don't you tell us your thought?
Well, we didn't know much about IVF in general, so it was nice to sit down and chat with the doctor. Because of our numbers and our labs, everything looks really good. We're lucky that we had nothing wrong with us, or what they found. They haven't found anything wrong with us, which is frustrating, yet it's good because the chance of us getting pregnant with IVF is high. What did he say, 65 to 70%?
Mm-hmm, 70%.
With one embryo. With two embryos, it goes up to 80%, but your chance of twins is 65%. And the doctor has a theory that there is such a thing as two pregnant, so he does not want us to have that experience if he can help it. So he wants us to do one embryo with a frozen embryo, right?
Frozen substance, yes.
Substance. A frozen embryo. We didn't realize how long this process could take.
It is a lengthy process.
It is. If we start tomorrow, which would be January 9th, so we wouldn't start till the 11th, actually. So whatever day that is, Thursday the 11th. We wouldn't actually transfer the embryo until April 17th, which is as soon as possible. That is 14 weeks of treatment before you could get a transfer scheduled. So we have the choice of waiting. We have the choice of doing it now. And I don't think we are to the point where we're questioning if we're going to do it or not. I think we are going to do it. It's just a matter of when at this point. Correct, Tony?
Exactly.
Were you paying attention to where?
I was. No, I think we're on board with it. It's just a big. We're on board with it. It's just a big. It's a big step, and it's a big financial decision. It's a big personal decision. It's a big relationship decision. So, but I think we are on board with it.
So, we'll keep you updated as far as what we decide and when, and also how much. Is this where I go into? I think so. How much it's going to cost. At first, the doctor, I said, can you give us a ballpark number? And he said probably around $17,000, which Tony and I were kind of like, oh, well, that's not as bad as we were expecting. Then they sent in the, I don't know, what is she?
Financial advisor.
And she suggested that we, or she went over all the how much everything costs, and it looks like worst case scenario, it's more like
$30,000.
$33,000 was the worst case scenario. Are you paying attention?
Yes, you're fine.
So then
she doesn't think that I can run this camera very well.
So $33,000 is a big difference between $17,000. This all has to be paid for up front the day we start.
It's almost double.
So,
right?
we're trying to decide what that means, what that entails, if we really want to spend that kind of money literally next week. So, we have so much to think about. So I'm sorry we're all cloudy, but we're both so cloudy. We just left there. We have no idea what our plan
We are
is.
getting our boys.
Right now we're getting our dogs. They are at the groomer. So we're excited to see their smiling faces. We'll keep you updated as the week goes on with our decision.
Got our boys. Look at them in the back.
Clean boys. Okay, so you're just worried about my health. That's
Just
really
worried
like,
about your health.
okay,
Inside.
I can understand that.
That's what I mean by that. It's just worried about anytime you're getting stuff put in you or taken out of you, or it just worries me.
I can totally understand that, Tone. I appreciate that you worry about my health. But it sounds like my health is not a concern as far as a huge danger.
Which is good.
Yeah. I think that there's no reason that we shouldn't do it now. What's another month wasted? It's not like we have anything special going on that we really need to wait for or hurry up for either. So we're trying to decide if we want to transfer in April or if we want to transfer in May. That all depends on now. We have to start birth control to get on a clean cycle, clean state. Our last IUI was in November and it did not work. So that would be our 5th IUI and our 7th medicated cycle. So they won't do any more IUIs. That was the point of our meeting today. It's time for IVF. So we took a month off. It was actually really nice to take a month off, to not worry, to relax. Of course, we did talk a lot about IVF and what that might entail and how we'd get the money and all of that stuff. But it wasn't as stressful as the prior months. So it was nice to take a month off, right?
It was.
Yeah, I thought so too. So we'll, we still don't know what we're doing. We have decided that we are doing it. Yes?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness gracious.
No, we have.
We have decided that we are gonna go ahead with the IVF. It's
think
just
so.
a matter.
She's gonna kill me.
It's just a matter of
Maybe.
when at this point. Louie, what do you think? Lulu.
Luna says try one more time.
Tony has this theory that if we just keep trying, it'll eventually happen, which who doesn't want that, right? The doctor has given us less than 1% chance of it happening on our own. The longer it goes without us getting pregnant, the worse the statistics are. So, less than 1% chance of happening on our own.
So you're saying there's a chance.
There's a very small chance. So, it's possible that we can try another month on our own, or we start birth control to prepare for IVF. So, we don't know. But we're gonna figure it out. Hello, friends. It's been a few weeks since we started this vlog. I wanted to finish it. It took us a little bit to decide if we wanted to do in vitro or not, but we have decided that we are. We started immediately with birth control, and today is January 25th, and we are doing our, what is it called? Our preliminary workups today. So Tony has an appointment, and I have an appointment, and I have a small little procedure that they go in and look at my uterus with a camera. So I'm kind of nervous about that, but I'm sure it'll be fine. They gave us this huge packet to go over everything that we are going to experience and everything to expect, and medications and shots and all that good stuff. So we have a long day full of appointments. But we're excited. If all goes well, the process will take 14 weeks, and our retrieval date is tentatively scheduled for February 12th. So that's where we are right now. What do you think, mister?
Yep. So it's a first step, I guess, of quite a few. So wish us luck.
You have the easiest part, mister.
My part is very minimal, but very important.
It is very important.
So wish us luck.
Okay, just leaving the doctor. I had blood work, and they looked in my uterus with a camera to make sure everything was fine. Everything was, so that's good. My blood flow wasn't great. It wasn't bad, but it wasn't great. So they want me to do, what's it called? Acupuncture with electrodes. So I will start doing that for the transfer, not for the retrieval. Yes, 4 weeks before. 2 days a week. So that'll be crazy, but good. And relaxing. So there's lots of positive things to that. Tony, how was yours? You had to give a sample. All was fine. Fun? We're gonna go with fun, huh?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's all. I have to go back in 4 days for my first ultrasound, my baseline ultrasound, and then we'll start stim meds to start growing those little follicles. Moral of today's video is we are doing IVF. We're so excited, so nervous. Oh, I'm in so much pain I can barely walk. They put a lot of gas in you for that test where they look around, make sure you don't have any fibroids or any scarring in your uterus. And it's in my shoulder. The gas gets in your shoulder and it kind of hurts. Otherwise, I'm just a little bit crampy, so that's not bad. So follow us on our IVF journey. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't want to miss anything, subscribe to our channel. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day.